Hello, welcome to another edition of Community Crafts. I'm your art instructor, Adriana Martinez, and today we'll be creating a shadow puppet theater. Here are the materials that you'll need for today. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is cut out a rectangle. I'm going to measure probably around an inch, inch and a half, so that I have an inch and a half border all the way around this. Now that I cut this out, I'm going to turn this around, open my box up, and I'm going to put my paper in here. I might have to cut it down to fit. So I'm going to cut this down and then just glue it or tape it on here, whatever you have. I'm also going to remove this just so that it's not in my way, but you want to be careful and not scratch your table, scratch the surface that you're on. You could put another piece of cardboard on the bottom. Usually I would be using a mat, but I can't find mine, so I'm just lifting my box. And the way to cut this is to just go over the cut over and over again, going a little deeper each time. You don't want to do it on the first try until it just falls off. So, and make sure that you get the corners pretty good, like that. Okay, one final adjustment is that I'm going to be cutting more space in here so that I can get closer to my scene. So for my figures, I just drew silhouettes on black paper using a pencil. But you can use, I'm going to use this white gel pen so you can see it better. So depending on the figure that you draw, that you want to play with, I did some aliens. I did various kinds so that you can kind of see how you would play with this, but you can just use your imagination as to what are the figures that you want to play with. The details inside of the figures don't matter because you're not going to see that. You're just going to see the cutout. So then these I would cut out and just glue them onto my little sticks. And I have some already cut out here. So for example, here are some ocean creatures. And I just Googled a Little Mermaid silhouette and I found one that I liked and I just kind of copied it to the best that I could. And so now I'm just going to glue my sticks to these basically. So it's best if you have a glue gun. And if you're working with kids, help them out. But you can also just use Elmer's glue. You just have to be patient. Also, you can use a piece of tape as well. For my scenes here, because I have multiple scenes, I'm going to use a little piece of tape to hold some of the details that I made for my background. But you can just glue it directly on there if you only have one scene. Because I made multiple examples, I'm going to be interchanging these. So here's my first scene with the little aliens. And I made like a little house. So just a quick little behind the scenes. As you can see, my theater's all the way to the edge so that I can get closest to the light. I've also had to tape this down so that this won't flip over on me. So it just takes a little bit of engineering, but it's really fun to do. Great. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's activity. I know I did. I hope that you guys get to share these with your youngsters, and I'll catch you next time for another edition of Community Craft.